Hi, I'm Dr. Lynn. I'm going to show you a routine you can do to help activate and regulate your vagus nerve. The vagus nerve comes out of the brainstem and wanders throughout the body. It is responsible for a lot of organ functions, a lot of sensations in our body, and calming us and helping us have enjoyable social experiences and feel good in our body. There's some places that you can access the nerve or influence it a little bit more easily than others. So we're going to take advantage of some of those locations to give a little input and activation to the vagus nerve. So this is interesting. The vagus nerve gives some sensory innervation to the skin of the external acoustic meatus, which is sort of in your inner ear here. So something you can do to activate that area is gently place your pointer fingers in your ears, and you're just going to do a little bit of jiggly vibration. Nothing too vigorous, it should be comfortable. This is sort of like the same thing you might do if you felt like you had an itch in your inner ear and just wanted to like jiggle it to try to get rid of the itch. So fingertips in your inner ear, and then you're going to jiggle one side, jiggle the other. If you feel coordinated enough, you can do both at the same time, just nice and gentle. Okay, and then it also innervates the larynx and pharynx here. So we're gonna make a closed mouth humming motion, and then while you're making that noise, you're gonna guide your larynx, pharynx, throat area here side to side, and just notice if the sound changes. It should be fairly even when you glide side to side, but just see if as you glide the larynx and pharynx and the esophagus here side to side, if you notice a sound change. So take a big breath in, hum between your lips. So that was super gentle. I wasn't forcing anything. It was just gently wiggling this throat area side to side. So the vagus nerve also innervates, just meaning goes to a lot of our internal organs and plays a big role in regulating peristalsis and digestion. So the movement of food through our stomach, small intestines, and large intestines. There's a part of the vagus nerve that's fairly shallow behind the belly button here. So we're just gonna gently wiggle it and jiggle it there a little bit. This can help with motility and digestion. So I'm gently gonna place the thumb of my dominant hand, so for me that's the right, into my belly button. It's okay if it's over closed, so it doesn't have to be like deep in there. I don't want you to feel like you're poking yourself with your nail. And then I'm gonna take the other hand over my fist, and I'm just gonna do a little pumping motion like this, sort of like with the finger jiggling in the ear. This is just going to give a little wiggly jiggly vibration input to the vagus nerve in your gut area. So thumb tip into your belly button, hand over fist, and vibrate. It feels sort of funny. I can feel my insides wiggling a little bit. It almost might feel a tiny bit sore at first too. So certainly don't hurt yourself, but it's okay if it's a tiny bit sore. And it's because it feels silly, it also often makes you want to smile, which is always a good thing. Okay. Sometimes it's a little hard to breathe at the same time, so it's okay if about every 30 seconds you need to take a few deep breaths, take a break, maybe your arms got tired, go ahead and try it again. Just little wiggly, jiggly pumping motions. Okay. Now we're also going to do some cupped hand drumming along the colon. So we're going to actually go backwards around the system and then forwards around the system. So stool should flow up your right side, across, and down the left, but we're going to stimulate the end first. So make your hands like cups, almost like little suction cups, and we're going to drum over the left front of the pelvis first, just open hands. as you can see, one hand is sort of over the pelvis, the other hand is on the left side. And it should make that sort of hollow cupping sound versus like a flatter hand, like smacking noise. And again, this shouldn't be causing pain, so lighten up a little bit if it is. Again, it oftentimes just feels a little funny, so it usually makes you smile. Okay, so you can do that for about 30 seconds to a minute. Make sure you keep breathing. Sometimes if you're concentrating and coordinating your hands, you might stop breathing deeply. You want to breathe through this, okay? And now you're gonna come over the space where your ribs, the two halves of your rib cage meet in the front here below your sternum. This area is a little harder to get with the cupped hands because your ribs will sort of get in the way. So now we're just gonna do curved fingertip tapping right below your sternum. If you were to try to talk, you'd hear your voice vibrating like this. Again, it may, even though it's really light, it may feel a little sore at first. It's probably just because you have some tight fascia, so it's not bad that you're loosening it up, but certainly it's not supposed to be painful, so back off the intensity if it hurts at all. Okay, now we're gonna do the first part of the colon here. So one hand over the right front of your pelvis, one hand over your right side, and you're gonna cup your hands again and drum. Nice rhythm going here. Okay, so the last place we're gonna get is the perineum. So the easiest way to just get a little bumpy vibration sensation there is to just sit on the edge of a cushioned surface, make fists, and you're just gonna use your arms by bending and straightening your elbows just to lightly bounce up and down a little bit, like this. So again, just sort of wiggling and jiggling up and down, feeling a little tapping on your perineum. Again, this is just giving a little vibration input to that lower part of the vagus nerve system where it wanders all the way down into your pelvis. Okay, after all that wiggling and jiggling, you can just take a few deep breaths in through your nose like you're smelling roses, and out through your mouth, big open mouth sigh. I can imagine you're fogging a mirror. Gently expanding your body in all directions, throughout your rib cage, throughout your belly and low back, all the way down into your perineum. Smelling roses and expanding gently in all directions. Exhale, just letting all the stale air move out of you. Inhale, light. Exhale, peace. Inhale, love. Breathe out, calm. Thanks for giving these vagus nerve activation tips a try, and I hope you'll make this part of a daily mindfulness and nervous system regulation practice.